Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I thought it would be a good idea, given that we have a Final Fantasy XVI State of Play coming, to kind of film a live reaction video to it. And as you can see, this is live because there's a countdown happening. And I do actually have my friend Alex here to watch it with me, who does frequent my streams fairly often, and we've just finished the Final Fantasy count up. We finished Final Fantasy 15, we've done all of them now. So big thank yous to everyone for coming along to that. But we thought we would watch this together, and because I've kind of avoided looking at anything for FF16 the whole time.
I have no idea what I'm expecting.
So I've kind of like thought, alright, it's only a couple of months away. Let's actually take a look at what's happening. Like, I've avoided all the gameplay trailers. I've had a little view at like the trailers that have come out of State of Plays in the past, but not anything extensive. So a 20-minute trailer should suffice, I imagine. Now, while there's only a couple of minutes left on the clock, I will just turn around and say a big shout out to all of my patrons and to everyone who comes and follows me on Twitch and subs there and does all the good stuff there. I do always shout out one of my patrons every time I release a video, and today that person is going to be G-Terra, who has been a very long time follower of mine, so massive thank you goes out to you. They have Terra from FF6 on their title card, and if you would like one made for you, just like this one, then perhaps you'd like to consider clicking on the link in the description box below for Patreon as well. So yes, thank you very much for that. I do also have some plans for some extended streams now that I've finished all of the games on stream, and perhaps bringing some of the count up stuff back over to YouTube, because I did stop doing that, so I might have to do some more stuff like that now. Anyways, with FF16, I don't know what I'm expecting from this. Like, I know it's a gameplay trailer, but 20 minutes is a long time for a gameplay trailer. So I guess I'm kind of just looking for sort of references, or I don't want to know too much about the plot.
Yeah, it's more about how the game's going to feel to play.
Yeah, like I want to see combat, I want to see integrations with like the summons in particular, like the big old kaiju battles that we're supposedly having. I know there have been gameplay trailers for this before, but I genuinely haven't watched any of them. So, because there was a little while ago where a bunch of people were releasing like gameplay footage, and I actively avoided them. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to turn out. Move forward a bit though, because otherwise people can't hear you.
I'm out of focus.
And you're out of focus as well. I don't normally have other people on the channel, and I want to start doing it more. So
I've never been on stream for anything, so this is definitely new to me.
But you've done YouTube and stuff before.
Yeah, I've got videos on YouTube, but that's more gameplay rather than me being on camera.
Yeah, so that's fair. But I mean, to be honest, we're just chilling and watching a trailer for a game that we're excited for, and I think that that's what I'm looking forward to, and hopefully like I can share that with everybody else. But 30 seconds still to go. Is there anything that you're looking forward to? Have you seen any trailers for FF16?
I think I saw the first one, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm interested to see how much like the overworld stuff we'll see, like how the world is built and held together.
They did a little trailer a little while ago that showed off some of the locations. I saw a little glimpse of that, but I didn't properly look at it. So yeah, some more of the environments would be quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I still can't believe it's like 17 plus. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
An FF game.
Hello everyone,
It's Joesephyr.
this is Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy XVI.
Oh good, we get to hear a bit
As
more
well
of the
as
story, the
reveal
combat.
all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems. We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running
Okay,
on the
well this is all
PlayStation
new
5.
footage, so it's not
I hope you'll
repeated.
stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for
I'm
you.
really pleased that
With
it's
that,
PS5 only.
let's get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that there comes a time where you can't keep using outdated tech to make the
You all
game.
know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus,
The lip
Wyvern.
syncing.
You are key to this mission's success.
English music.
Well, they
Yes.
did that for the most part with FF15.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stunning.
I said focus, Wyvern.
That goes without saying. When have you ever known an FF game to not be stunning?
It's always very extra.
Home sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI.
Oh, Moogle.
Final Fantasy XVI is the latest installment in the
They look
Final
similar to
Fantasy
14's
series,
Moogle,
a story
which makes
franchise
sense because it's the
with
same
35
development team.
years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline
Phoenix
title
Wing,
in the
the
series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in. With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first true action RPG in the series.
I've seen
The
so
power
much
of the
discourse about
PlayStation
it
5
being
to
an
its
action
fullest,
RPG, but
the
I'm
game
honestly
delivers
really
an
here for it.
expansive,
Oh, yeah.
thrilling gameplay experience which we liken
And
to a
look at
high-speed roller
It does
coaster
look
ride.
stunning.
It helps that I really like Phoenix.
I don't remember the last time we had Phoenix as like a major part of
Look, there we go, full-blown kaiju fight between different thing is that like I think that there is a lot of discourse because people really see Final Fantasy in a certain light because it was your old school turn-based. But the thing is, they've always been trying to push boundaries. I remember when people said that the franchise was ruined with 10 because it wasn't ATB focused.
Traditional turn-based is a fantastic system.
Yeah, and then 12 when they went more into the MMO stuff, then 13, then 15, and then 16. Tactics. They've always been trying to push the envelope.
And they've almost always been really good.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are certain things with, like, 13 and 15, I think maybe stray from the path a little bit. But
The protagonist of our story
I think that's due
is
to
Clive
development
Rosfield,
hell
and his
more than
journey
anything else. But
takes
this
place
one has
in
been,
the realm
like,
of
it seems like
Valisthea.
it's been smooth sailing for the
We
development
follow
of this.
the epic
Clive
tale of
Ross is
Clive,
such a normal
Shield
name
of the
for a
Grand
Final
Duchy of
Fantasy
Rosaria,
protagonist.
as it unfolds across
Yeah.
3 distinct
Which is
periods in our
fine.
hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
His teens, his 20s, and his 30s. So there's 3 time points. Noctis kinda had that in 15. If you count, like, the baby Noctis flashbacks.
Flashbacks, though.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
So this is young Clive.
And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
Oh, it's showing us, like, the start of the game. I definitely like the medieval Game of Thronesy vibe that they're going for. Because they seem to have eschewed the sci-fi elements.
It's a lot more fantastical than the Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah, of course.
As it should be.
See, these bits were shown in, like, state of play trailers before. The music in it, you know the music in this game is going to be on another level. Especially if Soka and his team, 14, they're doing it. Like, they know their stuff.
14 continuously pumps out fantastic music.
Yeah.
Navigation in Final
There's the
Fantasy
map.
XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map
At
can
least
be
it's quite,
opened at
like,
any time,
simply
allowing
presented.
players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
So fully open
Lots
world
of,
then.
lots of fast travel.
Here,
Look,
players will meet
those
new
subtitles.
friends,
Locations across
encounter
Valisthea.
formidable foes,
So I
and
don't
uncover
think that's
great
how that's
I don't think
said.
that's what that's
mysteries.
supposed to
I
be.
think it's Valisthea.
Oh, that's very nice. I want to go there. Give me the Crystal Mountain.
See that mural was shown in an older trailer and had like loads of the summons in it.
Big glowy crystal.
Chocobos.
Yeah. This is what I'm here for.
You're here for the chocobos. They're not yellow.
They're
It's
not
not
always
yellow. They are. They're always yellow.
some-
You get alternate colours,
You do
but
get
they
al-
always yellow.
No, they
to
are
start.
always yellow. Maybe his is just white.
See, now that's showing off some PS5 tech right there. I also wonder how long this game is. And also how long it can be, or short it can be.
Next, I'd like to talk
here,
about
this
the
is the bit
combat
I'm
of Final
know
Fantasy
about.
XVI. All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based. As Clive progresses through the
There's a
story,
lot of numbers
he
on the
will learn
screen.
a
It
wide
feels a
array
lot
of
like
exciting
14,
abilities from the
but
icons
with a bit
that
more.
he encounters.
Really? You get 14 from this? I don't know
Just
about
from the general.
I don't know about all
Let's
this
take a
like
moment to admire
UI
Clive in
stuff.
action.
There's a lot of UI going on.
Oh, okay, that's a bit more like.
I mean, those are some cool ass moves though. I think I always worry when it comes to the more action-heavy Final Fantasies, like Dissidia, when the UI is really busy. And it's fairly busy.
I mean, it's not
horrendous.
Like they're at
As
least
long as you
in
can
the
see
core.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like the weapon changing. This is still like... I'm gonna say this, and I'm sure that if people are watching this, they're not gonna like it. But the way the weapon system works, sort of like the weapon changing, reminds me a bit of Forspoken.
Oh,
Which I'm like, I don't know how people will feel about that, but the moves in this are extremely bombastic. And extraness is what I want from Final Fantasy.
oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, if you're gonna have lots of different weapons, you have a smooth transition through it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the way that he like takes the aspects of the. I don't know. Are they called? Oh, they're icons. Icons in this.
They look like
I
they
couldn't
play
think
a
of the
much
word.
bigger part in this.
Yeah, but the summon focused ones are really good normally. Think of 6, think of 10.
On the icon, they are
12. No, 12's not summon
Players
focused.
use
15 is.
ability points collected
Kind
by
of.
defeating enemies to unlock more abilities
The skill
or
tree.
upgrade existing ones.
We upgrade
AP.
specific moves.
Like,
Can't
keep it
decide
simple
which
with the
iconic
progression.
ability to
AP.
unlock or upgrade? No problem. You
This
can
I
let
like.
the game choose for you.
Stinger.
Yep.
Definitely not Devil May Cry Stinger.
Final Fantasy XVI includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience.
I like the option. I
Players
would
are
never.
encouraged to comply with
I would
different
never.
I
combinations
might, honestly. It
But-
depends on what
until
it's
they
like.
find
But
one that
I like that
perfectly
the
matches
option is
their
available.
playstyle.
Accessibility options are good. You keep veering off the camera, by the way.
A combination
I'm leaning.
particularly
You're
recommend
like-
to those who may struggle with
I'm
I'm not
gameplay
used to this.
is the Ring of Timely
That's what I was
Focus
telling you.
and the Ring
Yeah.
of Timely Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button,
Auto
as well
combos.
as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack, giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. My reaction times are
Alternatively,
not that
players
good.
could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said
There you
before,
go, you can
I really
automate
encourage
evasion
everyone to
altogether.
discover
Oh, okay.
the combination that works best for them.
Whereas I'm so, no,
I don't know, that might get annoying for me.
absolutely not. But again, the option is nice.
And for those who want to concentrate on the story, don't forget to choose Story Focus Mode before starting a new game.
I assume story
In this
focus mode is just
timely
difficulty.
accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing
There you
players
go.
to
Begin
immerse
the game equipped with
themselves in
several
the narrative
accessories that
experience
simplify
without
gameplay.
having to worry too much with the action.
Nah, I want the action. I want to know if there's a third mode under that that's harder.
I don't think there's any reason you couldn't just pick story focused and then take off most of the accessories.
No, because they'll obviously adjust like the enemy's behavior and stuff.
We'll have to see.
Well, maybe not the behavior, but the stats.
Yeah.
Clive will meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends and
I want to
allies.
see the Sid again. I've seen a picture of Sid in this.
This place. These are
I want to see more Sid.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our
It's your party, but not your party, because Clive is the only character you play as in
who
this.
becomes a mentor
very
to
15.
Clive.
Well, no, because even in 15 you play as the others, but then there's no reason why they couldn't do what 15
A
does and
friend
then like
from
release
Clive's youth.
DLC
Such
later
encounters
that
and
does it.
reunions will set Clive on a path
If they're
of
popular
personal
enough, which I
growth.
guarantee they will.
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
Clive!
This is Jill,
Some of these companions
another character with a
even
very
accompany
pedestrian
Clive on
name
his
comparatively
adventures,
to most FF
fighting
games.
alongside him and finding lots to talk about along the way.
It's definitely a.
That said,
So you
players
do
will
have a
always
point. That's
focus
it,
on
that's it.
controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI driven, providing support for the hero and
He's
constantly
Ramu's,
adapting and responding to his actions.
I can't think of the word. Not summoner. There you go, you can tell that I haven't watched many trailers of this and I've tried to avoid it because I can't think of any of the terminology.
They'll tell us.
She looks badass.
We do like tech sheet.
She's using the rapier, that's enough for me. I already want DLC of that. I mean, that's just the thing, I just can't stop staring at how pretty this game is.
And we cannot
Doggo.
forget Torgal.
Torgal is he's a party member.
Oh, I
He
like
actually,
that.
look.
A smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's
I only know
side,
about Torgal
willing
because
to
the
stand
internet
by
won't
him
shut
in the
up
face
about
of
it.
whatever
Yeah,
the
but
fate
because
throws
it's cool. It's really cool.
Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands. Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats.
Feed the
every
doggo.
now and then.
Pet the doggo, feed the doggo. Internet loves it already.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to get the internet hyped up with animals, does it?
No.
Can you pet the
Don't
dog?
fret about Karen.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you
Take
need.
care of her feet.
All of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
to
you get
worry
it.
about. Go. Have a look around. I'll be in my solo.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
Sid's hideaway.
Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
As long as they keep these bits simple.
Blackthorn,
If the combat is
highly
really
skilled
in-depth,
blacksmith, works the
then
hideaway's
having
forge,
layers upon layers
bring
of
in
stat
materials
progression is
to craft new
unnecessary.
gear or upgrade existing items.
The combat seems very
After
customizable as
upgrading
well.
your equipment
It doesn't
or
have to be
unlocking
in
new
depth if you don't
abilities,
want it to.
try accessing the Arete Stone.
I mean, that's always good in an action
Here,
RPG.
players can enter a virtual training area outside the
Oh my
bounds
god,
of
it's a
time and
fighting
space,
game training.
where
Oh,
they are
wow.
free to
Input-
refine and
input
practice combos
display.
of their very own.
Health like gauges. It's like
Once
a
you're
proper.
confident in your
recast
skills,
timers.
Oh, hold on, I
try
want
your
to look
hand
at
at
those.
arcade
I'll have to go back
and see how your
Yeah.
scores
The names
stack
of the
up
enemies
against
that popped up.
players
I want to see if
from
there was
around the
anything in
world.
there. There were little tidbits. The virtual mugger. Yeah, alright.
The hideaway is home to a lot of
Side
other
quests.
features as
The
well.
thing is, it says this is like after you progress some way through the game. So I'm like,
How far though?
How far?
That's really important.
Yeah.
How open is this game?
Not only will players discover a variety of side
Is
quests here,
Ignis?
but they can also
It
view
is a little bit.
information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
So side quests. Well, there you go. If people are worried about the game being railroaded for too long, at least you know you're coming to a point where there's plenty of the open worldy side questy bits.
And there's a lot of them.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Alright,
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, that sticks out a bit.
Mid.
Oh,
When did he
mid.
get back?
They're bringing mid back. So she'll be a relation to Sid. That is an FF14 Moogle.
I don't like the fathead Moogles. That's not my cup of tea.
No, FF9 Moogles are
Wasn't
the one.
expecting
Yeah.
you back so soon.
They're a little bit Fable. Some of the
Yeah.
voice actors are a little bit chicken chaser.
Visit the hunt board to gain information
Oh, they're
on
bringing
complete
hunts
marks,
back in.
fearsome foes lurking about the realm in
As
desperate
long,
need of slaying.
and I like the little
The
artwork
move
you
will be
did.
your
As
guide.
long as you can accept more than one at once, and you don't have to fanny around going from like FF12, where you have to
Yeah.
go to NPC, sorry, hunt board, NPC, hunt, back to NPC, back to hunt board again. It's like as long as there's none of that crap,
No, they
that's giving me Bayonetta.
they solved it with 15, and they've got a good system.
That screenshot was
There's
really, that was
also
giving me
Lords and
Bayonetta.
Cartographers,
Oh, yes.
who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales
Oh,
of
they've
his
got the little
adventures.
spritey one. Like, oh, that's so good. The little record keeper sprites.
They know what we like.
I have quite
You have to
fine
pander
for
to
you
the
today.
retro
I
fans. a
want
little bit.
all of that merch. I want all of it.
You
I have it for
study
I have it
the
for
times.
15.
Yep.
I keep my pens in a 15 mug with all of it.
Here for another of my lectures.
And Vivian Ninetails,
What is it that
a
you wish
scholar
to
and
learn?
strategist who will be
Here's the
more than
latest
happy to
information I
explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information
Well,
on
at least
key
if you get
players.
lost in the story,
There
you
are
can figure
all
it back
kinds
out
of
again.
interactions and features.
That'll
in
be
the
where I
hybrids
spend
to
loads of
help
time
players
because
get even
I
more
forget
enjoyment
things in
out of their time
stories. I'm
with Final
terrible. For
Fantasy
somebody who's
16.
such a big fan of the franchise, I forget things really quickly.
At least if you put it down for a week, you know where you are. I love the environment.
They are stuff. But again, if there's two things you can rely on with any Square Enix game, not even Final Fantasy,
On his travels,
it's visuals
Clive will
and
encounter
music.
a wide array
And
of
giant
fearsome
crystals
foes.
everywhere.
Mulberers look appropriately grim.
Gruesome.
Night of the Blinding Dawn. I think, to be honest with you, the only thing I'm not loving about the AI is these bits on the right-hand side. Everything else is fine, but they're like the. I hope you can turn that off, because
Yeah.
that would get on my nerves.
They're so distracting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with the numbers.
Or even if you can make it smaller. Like the damage numbers I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, quick time event.
Cinematic clash. I mean, the thing with QuickTime events is if you want to integrate like cinematic attacks, which is what Final Fantasy's always been really good at, I
That
don't
is how
mind
you
it to
do
a
it.
certain extent.
Yeah. That's like the only way to do it.
Well, you can just not do it and it just be a long animation.
But it becomes a bit of a break rather than
Clash with the
more
dominants
combat.
who wield the
Dominant.
power of the
That's the term.
icons.
That's not summoner, it's dominant.
Right. People will be calling them summoners still.
No, they won't. They'll start calling everything else dominant. If you
No.
haven't played League of Legends,
No.
don't pick a character anymore, you pick a champion.
This
I'm too old for that. These
Colossal
attacks,
beasts
though.
who hold the surrounding lands under their sway.
Oh, a little Kingdom Hearts shot lock mode.
Mysterious constructs of the fallen. A civilization shrouded in mystery.
Okay, oh, so there's a little bit of sci-fi in it then. Like Allergan knows his stuff from 14.
yeah.
There's a little bit of sci-fi, you can't not have none.
It's a bit more ancient technology than proper sci-fi.
Liquid Flame, they brought Liquid Flame back. FF5 is where that originated, I'll just say. Unless you count River Cante from 4. Sorry, I've just finished all of the games on
Yeah.
stream, so I'm suddenly going, yeah, I know stuff about
You
these
know
games.
everything about these games.
Not everything, trust
Not
me.
everything.
No, like, people know way more about each individual game. Well, Barnabas looks shockingly like Garland, but that's obviously Odin. Judging by the weapon and the attack, that's giving me Odin. Forgive me if this is all like previously known information and I'm like on the back foot.
Experience
Infernal icons,
unparalleled
so different.
real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limits.
They did make
The
Ifrit
shining
very
point
cool.
of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon.
This is
battles.
what I came for. This is what I wanted to see.
This is the Monster Mash.
This is kaiju battles. Because, you know, sometimes the genre shifting stuff is a bit iffy, but if you play Nier Automata,
These
you can get it really
confrontations
right.
all play out in real time, allowing players to control their very own icons.
It looks like a
with their
2D
own
fighter.
hands.
but with like super, like every move is a super.
battles differ depending on the icon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right
Drama
down to
is
gameplay.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with
Yeah,
devastating
see, look, they're
attacks
doing the
that
genre
encompass
shifting
the
thing.
entire battlefield.
Trust me, I know that this scares people off. The Air Automata has proven it can work.
These massive scale boss battles
So I'm
are
actually quite
entirely
excited for
seamless,
that.
and I can
And
promise
I like
you
them being all
heart-stopping,
a bit
controlled
unique.
A bit
They
different,
should be
yeah.
a bit unique.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Me neither. How long was it got to wait? 3 months? Oh. No, 2 months. 2 and a bit months. About 10 weeks. It just looks so pretty. I can't stop staring at it because it just looks so stunning.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Learned brimstone. Well, that's not Hellfire, is it?
No, maybe it levels up to Hellfire.
I like that the numbers are like significantly bigger
Yeah,
while you're
they
playing
should
as the
be.
icons. And Phoenix versus Ifrit. No, Phoenix versus Bahamut, not Ifrit. I'm sure that happens too. Seeing as it's the icon on the logo.
Yeah.
This is like Panzer Dragoon style shooter. Star Fox eat your heart out.
But it's still a 2D, 2.5D film.
Typhon. Typhon got a makeover. That's not the Typhon I know.
I mean, so did Ifrit. Ifrit looks damn cool.
Yeah, but Ifrit looks like Ifrit. Typhon is not the big chunky pink thing that snorts at you from FF6. See, look, now I think that I'm looking at too much now. There's too many of these I'm seeing, and I don't like. You've got to save
You've got
some
to
of
save
it.
some.
No, that is large and in charge.
Titan should be big. All the parts are
I
effects.
really do wonder how fan reception to this game is going to be. Because it is nothing like a Final Fantasy I've ever seen. But, luckily for me, I'm also a huge fan of action RPGs like Bayonetta and Ninja
I'm
Gaiden,
getting
God
a lot
of
of
War.
God of War for this.
So
Very
I'm like,
epic.
this is a match made in heaven for me. But I am curious to see what the fan base at large will think of this. I think a lot of it will hinge on the story.
Yeah, if the story's good,
Then
that
people
makes
will,
up for it.
people will put up with, I'm fangirling. But other people who are like, oh no, it has to stay old school, they could be convinced that the story is really good.
Just a cheeky 2.5 million damage.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide June 22nd, and there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more.
See, the endgame
We
stuff is
hope
the
to
bit
bring
I
you
like
more
most.
on these aspects.
When I think of a Final
Yeah.
Fantasy game, the end game is what I want.
Also,
Oh, no,
I'm truly
I
excited
like the side
to
quests.
finally be
I
able
like
to
the
reveal
actual
that Final Fantasy
taking part in the
16's
world.
main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got
Oh,
a
so
lot
this
more in
is a new
store for you in
theme.
the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
16プロデューサーの吉田でした。
Is that everything? Or is it going to finish with the trailer? I think that might be everything.
That might be it.
I mean, I'm really excited.
It's really pretty.
It's so pretty, and I do think that it's going to be a divisive entry. I do think it's going to
Yeah.
be divisive. I think that there are people who want their old school Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So I do think that it will be very interesting to see how people react to it. But for me, like I said, that is my kind of game. I love my old school Final Fantasy. but I also love the evolution that it's taken. So I am very, very ready for this game. But obviously, you know, there are other action RPGs that have been released by the company in recent months. So I did say, while the trailer was on, this in particular bit reminds me of Forspoken, which is probably a phrase that if I say that out loud, people are going to go, how dare you say that? But I'm like, I mean, it did. It was the first thing that came to mind. But
is that going to put people off?
I liked Forspoken. I thought it was quite good.
I mean,
and other people hated it. So I'm like, maybe that's not the correct choice of words. But yeah, I mean, what did you think?
It was extremely epic. Everything was over the top.
I mean, that's what we love that franchise for, though, isn't it? You just want everything to be just extra crazy, big. Yeah. It looks big.
The world looks big, which is great. You want something to like explore. You want to like pick your own little routes, do your own little side quests. You want to find interesting things on your own.
Yeah.
And it looks like you'll get a chance to do that, at least partway through the game.
I want to see ultimate weapons. I want to see super bosses. I want to see difficulty.
Yeah.
I honestly, the hardest Final Fantasy I've played is 3 on the DS. And that was a while ago. So I want difficulty in this game. I think that it's great that they have like the story only or the story heavy option because people do want the story. But when I see an action RPG like this, I want Devil May Cry 3 OG level difficulty. I want to be challenged by this game. Yeah. So I'm hoping that it will come through for that. But I guess until June we're not going to know. But there's, you know, they've said that there's still more stuff to show. But I always get nervous seeing too many trailers before a game comes out.
You don't want to spoil yourself too much.
And so many games like reveal too much. Like even with that, I was like, no, too many icon battles. I don't want to see this. But sometimes you just have to suck it up and look at what's happening on the screen and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching with us. Let me know what you guys think of FF16 in the comments and whether you pre-ordered it already like I have and did a naughty, because I know pre-ordering is bad, but I couldn't leave that collector's edition. That statue is too nice. And let me know what you guys think. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications on any future videos that we might be making. And also let me know what kinds of things that you want to see from us in the future. Like, do you enjoy the fact that there's more than one of us on the channel for once? And would you like to see more of like conversations happening? Let me know what you guys think. But for now, I shall love you and leave you with that. And I shall see you next time. Take care, beautiful.
Bye.
Bye.